Hi, my name's Laura, and 2020 kind of kicked my ass. I ended up changing jobs, got COVID, and moved all in 1 month. All of the goals that I set for myself this year, I feel like completely went out the window in March. The things in my life are the biggest motivators for me, and when all of those were suddenly gone, I pretty much did nothing, and I want 2021 to be completely different. So I decided to buy a camera and film the entire process of my 2021 New Year's resolutions. Actually accomplishing them, having an accountability partner in anybody who decides to watch this, and in moments when I decide to quit, having something that I can watch back to see me at my highest highs and lowest lows. Which brings me to this guy. This is going to be my whiteboard. I'm going to write all of my goals over the major categories that I think fit for typical New Year's resolutions. I chose 4 main areas for me to focus my 2021 New Year's resolutions.
Hi, this is me editing this. I realize you can't actually see the 4th goal on the board, so oops, my bad. It's there, I promise. You'll see it later.
Including financial, food, exercise, and lifestyle. For financial, I chose to save $10,000 over the course of the whole year. Currently, I feel like I kind of just throw money into savings. I want to track everything that I save this year. I want it to be a concrete number. I want to be building up to that. That doesn't necessarily mean that's all for one particular item. It's not going to be just $10,000 for a car. For me, I get really bored just saving for one thing. I like having multiple goals, some that are long-term and some that are short, because then I actually get to celebrate 2-3 months in when I hit that savings goal. I just want to know. I just want to know if I actually save that amount of money. Do I have the actual discipline to save? Like $10,000 is a ridiculous amount of money. To me, that's like, I just robbed a bank and that's $10,000. Like, I grew up poor my whole life basically. And the idea of ever having like $10,000 scares the living shit out of me. So let's just do it. For food, my focus is going to be on control and healthy. I am definitely a bored eater. I'm a binge eater. When I'm sad, I eat. When I'm mad, I eat. It has become something that I used to help regulate my emotions. And it's not a healthy coping mechanism by any means. It just became what was the healthiest for me in 2020. And we all know quarantine 15 has been a real thing. When I say healthy, I want to learn how to cook healthy. I can make food right now that has a shit ton of cheese and butter on it, and I know how to make fried chicken. Does that mean it's good for me? No. So one of the things I'm going to do in 2021, once every week, I'm going to learn how to make a new recipe. That's 52 meals, and that scares me, but that's okay, because when you think about it, it's 4 a month. I have to learn how to make 1 new recipe once a week, and I think I can do that. I just need to not freak out, which, yeah. For exercise, I chose consistent without Frisbee. I play Ultimate Frisbee. I play really competitive Ultimate Frisbee, and that has been my entire motivation to be in shape. That has been my entire motivation to try in any way, exercise-wise. So throughout college, that's when I really started playing a lot. We had a fall season, a spring season, and I would play over the summer. And during the winter, we were doing indoor season. We had gym buddies. That was a whole thing. That was 4 years of very consistent exercise, consistently going, and when I was off, it wasn't that big a deal because I would just pick right back up somewhere else. This is the first or second year out of college where I've been working a full-time job that wasn't waiting, it wasn't serving at a restaurant where I'm on my feet, I could walk 10,000 steps in a shift easy. Part of it has been I've been working at home, I sit behind a computer. There's some days I don't even leave my apartment. I'm also gonna add one thing for exercise. Hold on. My sister Ellen made a Nike running goal for me and one of my other sisters who uses that app to do 125 miles in a year. I failed spectacularly while they succeeded. So even if it's just walking, Like, I get it, it's the Nike running app, so you should run it. I don't give a shit. Like, we all have our starting points. I'll start with walking. By the end of the year, 125 miles is my goal. Like, the whole point of this is to think big, think large, and go for it. So this is me going for it. For lifestyle, I don't know if you can see it. For lifestyle, I'm writing stop avoiding. I avoid like no one else. I can binge watch TV for 6 hours and avoid talking to people. If it's a task I don't want to do, I'm really good at getting rid of it. If something's messy, I can shove it in a box and forget about it. If it's not something I have to do, I won't. Like, look at my glasses. These are broken as hell, but they still stay on my face sort of, so I haven't dealt with it. I avoid taking care of myself so much in my life. I mean, evident by all the rest of my goals. Making that a goal is going to be really important for me. So here are the rules for this. Basically, I'm going to make a video a week, and it's got to relate to one of these goals. The whole point of putting this on YouTube, about writing out these goals, about talking to a camera right now, not knowing who's going to be there, is that you guys are going to be partially my accountability partner.
Hi, editing Laura over here. I'm still learning how to use this camera because I just bought it. I do have a 30-second clip of me doing the rest of the end of the video, in which basically I'm talking about you guys being my accountability partners, and I just want to accomplish a goal. January 1st is on a Friday, so I'll probably try to stick to a Friday upload schedule. Who knows? This counts as the first week though, because it's the first. Coming out on the 1st, it counts. So, see ya in the future.